Is it a gold band with a diamond on it? Like very specifically, it has to be a gold band.
It's a gold band.
Okay. And it
And
has to have a gem on top that I'm pretty sure is a diamond. Do you
yeah,
understand the piece?
yeah, yeah.
I can't stop touching it right now. Somebody in the family had. Okay. Do you understand the passing of a grandmother for you? Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, now I get a reference to your mother. Do you understand this grandmother to be on your mother's side of the family that you're thinking of right now?
Yes.
She's showing me
Yeah.
some walking apparatus. So it makes me feel that her mobility toward the end would have been a little bit slower. It does make me feel like she had to have help getting around. It makes me feel like she used a walker for a while, but then I wonder if she had some kind of like end of life care. Do you understand those
hmm
pieces? Do you know if that makes sense? Because I
hmm
heard hospice. I don't know if that's a substitute or if that's exactly what it was.
hmm
Moving around at the end was tricky. She did have somebody who came to care for her. I
hmm
don't feel like there was a spouse or a partner necessarily who was caring for her. Do you understand that your grandfather passed before your grandmother? Does that make sense to you? Now your grandma is showing me crutches. Um, I'm just gonna go with this. Do you connect with somebody like with a shin situation going on, or the crutches or an injury or something?
Um, is this in reference to my grandmother having that issue or my uncle?
Not necessarily. She does start to make me feel like she's showing this for a male. I believe it's someone who's living. We'll try to stay away from questions.
Yes,
Just
that makes
yes,
sense.
you're correct. Okay. Yes. My left shin just feels like
Yeah.
it's broken, and it's like some kind of accident. And I'm showing me crutches right now, and she's just wanting to talk about this for some reason. So this is something like, but it feels jagged. I almost feel like inside my lower left leg, it's like, or what do they call this? I've heard this before in my life, and she's using this as my frame of reference right now. When a bone is displaced. So you're telling me that makes sense to you. All right. So they bring through these things as validation. She's giving me this sense to like mental illness in the family. Do you understand that piece?
Yeah.
First, she like kind of brought up your mom. Then I get the symbol for some kind of mental illness. I hear the word depression that I have to talk about that piece a little bit. Do you understand why she would be saying that in relation to your mom or anything around
hmm
depression? I feel like there's some kind of distance there. It makes me feel that when you go to interact with your mom, that there's like this screen between the two of you. I understand that you don't feel like you can really get through. Do you understand that piece? You
Yeah.
just can't really get through. And it feels like that really blocks the exchange of love that one may want between them and their mom. It's making sense.
hmm
She just said your mom's a tough cookie, as in like tough to
hmm
handle.
hmm
And that is a lot of sadness and heartbreak at this time. She sends a lot of acknowledgement. She says that you have a really open heart, that you're an extremely loving person. She says that you could have bowed out about this, but you haven't completely bowed out. You're in connection with your mom. You've chosen to be present during this time, and it's not easy. She sends a huge acknowledgement for you for the love that you've chosen to keep in your heart right now. She says when your mom passes, whenever she does, she will be there to welcome her. She makes me feel like there was some kind of friction before they died. I don't know if you understand that. She has full forgiveness for your mom. Do you understand having a hard time being honest with your mom, saying the true thing because she can't receive it? Like I'm really tight up here in like throat. There's
Yeah.
so many things I can't say because she can't handle, but it's not because I don't have a million things to say. I do a million things to say.
Yeah.
You've made it a specific conscious intention of yours to parent your son with love that you did not receive, that you're not receiving right now from mom. Your worst fear would be to give to him what was given to you. She gives a huge acknowledgement because you just love your son up. You really really know how to do the most important thing that parents do. Even though she says it's been a little bit tricky, it feels like your son has had like a couple struggles that you've really supported him through, and she says you've done the best thing you can possibly do. You've given him vast amounts of love. You give so much love that your son is fueled off of that even when things are really tricky for him. And it makes me feel like she's talking about something at school. Like there have been times where he hasn't quite fit in. I don't know if she's just subbing like bullying or something like that. You know what I'm talking about right now?
Yeah.
Okay. He's sweet. He's sweet, but people like to take advantage of that sometimes. And you've had to come to terms for a little bit about how the fact is like you can't be there all the time to protect him from stuff. It just breaks your heart. You probably wish sometimes that you weren't such a sensitive, open-hearted person because it'd be a lot easier to just say, oh, F him. She says, don't ever wish for that. We need more sensitive people in the world, because the person with your kind of heart is the person who can parent with the amount of love that you have. And that is what you were supposed to do. That's why he chose you. Do you understand why your grandma would say that, like, you and your son have the soul contract? Because he chose you because of your unconditional love. Now, he seems sweet. He seems quite intellectual, like almost to a nerdy point. Do you understand? He loves books. Does that make sense to you? He just loves books. Now, she did give me a reference to Harry Potter. Did he read all the Harry Potter books? Do you understand that piece?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I've just been waiting to come through and give you this heartfelt love, because what she's telling me right now is that it's about damn time that somebody acknowledged you for how much you give and how much you love, because you're the person who gives that a lot. But right now, there's not a lot of people in your life who do that. Do you understand divorce papers right now that she's showing me? Did you get divorced? Okay, she just showed me those papers, and she just says, you're talking to somebody with the biggest heart, but it's a little bit broken right now. And she says, don't be afraid of going to that place. It's totally fine to feel a little bit brokenhearted. You have to understand that this is a part of the journey. We don't come to this earth to only feel everything that's easy all the time. Sometimes the heartbreak is the thing that catapults us forward the most. When I feel safe, I will let my guard down. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't convince yourself you don't feel safe when there's nothing to fear. She's showing me some kind of jewelry or some kind of ring. This is a gold ring. I keep touching my ring finger. Do you understand her wedding ring being passed down to somebody in the family? It's gold. It makes me feel like there's a diamond on it right now, and I have to keep touching this. Do you understand some jewelry of hers that was passed down, potentially her wedding ring, to someone in the family?
Not with hers, but a different grandmother.
Okay. No, I mean, they very well both may be here. Do you understand? The other grandmother, is it a gold band with a diamond on it? Like, very specifically, it has to be a gold band.
It's a gold band.
Okay, and it has to have a gem on top that I'm pretty sure is a diamond. Do you understand the piece?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't stop touching it right now. Somebody in the family had. Okay. That's paternal?
No, maternal.
That's maternal? Okay, so, but this is who we're talking about, is maternal grandmother.
They're both maternal.
They're interesting. I have not gotten this before, but I'm talking about a maternal grandmother right now, and I'm like, wow, there are two maternal grandmothers, and one of them showing me this ring that you're wearing right now. I have to say that I'm as close to you as this ring. It's just a different dimension. She loves that you wear it. She makes me feel like this is the ring that, like, deserves to be on your hand. And she just says, like, you're so right. It totally does deserve to be on my hand, on your hand. She's bringing up your son again. Do you understand your son finding pennies? Does that make sense to you? Okay. She says she sends him pennies. That's her sign. A lot of times they love to send it through kids because they don't have a lot of judgments. She's showing me your son. He's picking up a penny. I don't even know if he always shows it to you, but he finds them all the time. And she's saying that she's just around. She brings up this feeling of my throat again. And I feel like there's something here that she's talking about in terms of, like, you being able to say the things that you want to say. Do you understand that piece? This is your big thing right now. Being your own advocate. Something about heartbreak here was not being honest with what you wanted for yourself, and speaking up and being an advocate within that relationship. It's so easy to point blame at other people, but we teach them how to treat us, and we teach them that it's okay. And so start teaching differently. Keep all the love that you have, but just start teaching a little differently. What you'll put up with and what you won't put up with. Especially in romance, I have to say right now. Sometimes, the red flags come and you're just like, well, I really want to give it a chance. And that's good. And yet sometimes when they come, it's like, you look back and it's a lot more clear that really was one of those things that you knew wasn't going to work for you. You hear what I'm saying? Understand that piece? This next chapter is about the difference between giving people a chance. You want to just trust more that people are really, really good people. And then the other part of it is don't ignore when the red flag is really a red flag. That's a big balance, to start to extend trust and be vulnerable, but at the same time, cut it off when you're like, that's not going to work for me. I'm going to leave you with their love.
The part about the leg, my boyfriend has a prosthetic leg.
On the left side?
On the left side. I was trying to think, I'm like, is it? Yeah, it's left. It's like halfway down his shin.
Yeah. No, I can feel it.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so much made sense. It was like,
and that ring, what that ring is like...
it's my grandmother's ring, and I had to like fight my mom for it. My mom wanted to keep it, and
that's so interesting.
I knew my grandmother told me she was leaving it to me, and then my mom wanted to keep it, and
oh my
eventually I let it go, and my mom eventually gave it to me. But
wow.
Yeah.
You understand the stuff about advocating for self too, then?
Yeah. So a lot of, and then just the stuff in relation to my son, like I've had to like fiercely protect him, and he's like doing really well. And, but he's, you know, he's just had a bit of a challenge. I've had to do a lot of advocating for him.
And you understand the things about relationship to mom and...
Yeah. We almost became estranged recently, and because I set some boundaries, and I tried to tell her how I felt about something, and she just couldn't receive it anyway. So this was crazy. Like, I can't believe how many things there are here.